Hello, I'm Erik Robey.
And I'm Karla Schaffer, and this is Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Today we'll tell you about the newest member of our Veterans Commission, and we'll take a look at art in the park. But first, making headlines around the county. We've all seen the famous traveling gnome on Travelocity commercials. He's cute, he's funny, and he gets his picture taken all over the world. Well, did you know he's also benefiting from a tax loophole? That's right. Online travel websites make their money by buying hotel rooms in bulk at bargain prices and selling them individually to their customers. As far as their taxes, though, they only pay on the wholesale amount of the room. Well, County Executive Leopold has proposed legislation that will close the tax loophole for companies like Travelocity, Orbitz, and Expedia. The legislation currently before the County Council would require them to pay taxes on the retail price they charge customers. County Executive Leopold said of the bill, "This is an issue of tax fairness. We don't believe this change will affect customers in any way, but it will result in more tax revenue for our county." A public hearing on the bill is set for October 17th in Annapolis.
I always thought that there was something shifty about that gnome. We hear that his representatives say he is willing to pay his fair share, though, so that's good. Attention pet owners, did you know the law requires that all pets in the county are to be licensed? There are many reasons for this, including protecting against rabies and tracking lost pets. You could also face a $50 fine if your pet is not registered. Well, it's about to get a little easier to register your dog or cat here in Anne Arundel County. County Executive Leopold has proposed legislation that allows senior citizens to register their spayed or neuter pet for free and give others the option to register for a 3-year period at a reduced rate. Currently, Animal Control charges $15 for a 1-year license on a cat or a dog that is not spayed or neutered, and $4 if they are. The new system will allow residents to purchase a 3-year registration for $45 and $12 respectively. It saves you the hassle of renewing every year, and it also saves you a few bucks. You can't keep the bucks as pets, though. County Executive Leopold said of the legislation, "We want to make it convenient for citizens to comply with the law. It's also very important that people spay and neuter their pets." The County Council will consider the bill on October 17th, so it could be law as early as this spring.
The Veterans Affairs Commission has been an important group in making the lives of our active and retired military personnel better. This week, County Executive Leopold appointed a new chairman of the commission. Former Army Sergeant Ken Thompson joins the panel, which has helped establish hiring preferences for veterans and provided funding for treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder and drug addiction. The 13-member Veteran Affairs Commission is a forum for all Anne Arundel County veterans of military service. It is charged with identifying opportunities to improve financial and other assistance to veterans, including higher education and health care, as well as providing statistics and organizing events for our troops and veterans. Thompson is a Vietnam veteran and Davidsonville resident. County Executive Leopold said of the appointment, "Ken Thompson has a distinguished service record and extensive business experience that I think will help us expand assistance to our veterans."
Well, folks, there's more Week in Review to come. Take a look at the community calendar for what's happening around your county. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's cold and flu season, and the last thing you want is to be sick or make others sick. So here's what you do to stop germs and stay healthy. Cover your cough. Wash your hands after sneezing, coughing, or blowing your nose. Wash with warm water and soap for 20 seconds, and then dry. When you can't wash your hands, use an alcohol-based sanitizer. If you do get sick, stay home. Stop germs, stay healthy.
Welcome back. Well, this week in Police Beat on October 11, 2011, at approximately 9 p.m., officers from the Southern District responded to the 1900 block of Valley Road in Annapolis for a domestic disturbance. Joining us now is Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy with further details on the investigation. Justin.
Thanks, Eric. When officers arrived on scene, they learned that a 42-year-old male victim sustained cuts to his upper and lower torso during an incident in the residence that stemmed from an apparent domestic disturbance. The victim was taken to Anne Arundel Medical Center, where he was treated for what was deemed to be non-life-threatening injuries. Now, further investigation revealed that the suspect responded to the residence and was told to leave by a known female subject. The suspect refused to leave and forced his way into the residence. That's when a struggle ensued between the suspect and the male victim, who had also told the victim to leave. And during the struggle, the suspect stabbed the victim. Suspect was apprehended on scene and charged with attempted murder, first and second degree assault, also charged with burglary and reckless endangerment. And that suspect is Roland Eugene Proctor, age 53, of 185 Virginia Lane, Apartment A in Glen Burnie, Maryland. We're going to move on now to our second incident. That one took place on October 11th around 6:23 p.m. That's when officers from the Southern District responded to the area of Central Avenue and Cato Avenue for a report of a subject with a gun. When officers arrived on scene, they spoke with a 45-year-old male victim who indicated he was involved in a road rage incident earlier with a suspect who was driving erratically. Both the victim and the suspect stopped their vehicles, and the suspect exited his white Volkswagen Jetta and retrieved a handgun from that vehicle. At that time, the victim left the scene and contacted the police. When officers arrived on location, they were speaking with the victim. That's when the suspect vehicle was actually observed approaching the officers from the opposite direction, this being westbound on Route 214. Officers signaled for that vehicle to stop, but the vehicle accelerated and nearly struck an officer. Officers then activated their emergency lights and followed that vehicle, which eventually turned onto Collision Road. At that juncture, a passenger was now in the vehicle and fled the scene on foot. Officers located and took the passenger into custody nearby after a brief foot chase. Further investigation revealed that the passenger was actually the driver involved in the original road rage incident. It was also learned that the suspect from the road rage incident picked up a second individual who then became the driver. The driver was also arrested at the scene. Now, the suspect involved in that road rage incident was Benjamin Bray, age 27, of 2701 St. Heather Lane in Gambrills, Maryland. The individual that picked him up later on was Jesse Bender, age 25, of 1622 Cliff Drive in Edgewater, Maryland. Now, folks, as always, if you have any information on any of the crimes or suspects mentioned on the show, don't hesitate to call, email, or text your tip to Metro Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is available 24 hours a day, toll-free at 1-866-7-LOCKUP. Now, additionally, you can text message MCS plus your message to crimes at 274-637 or visit the website. That's www.metrocrimestoppers.net. Remember, as always, phone calls are not recorded and callers remain anonymous. You might be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,000. Back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Justin. It's amazing the crazy things people will do on the roads. Please, people, call the police if you have a problem on the roadways. Don't take things into your own hands.
In this week's Hot Topics, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to 1,449 calls for service. This included more than 1,090 emergency medical calls and 130 fire calls. This week, 2 people were killed and another person was seriously injured in 2 separate accidents in the county. With us now to tell us more about these incidents is Division Chief Michael Cox of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Chief?
Thanks, Karla. The first incident occurred around 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, October 5th, 2011, when Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to a reported motor vehicle collision in the area of Route 100 East near Catherine Avenue in the Pasadena area of the county. The first unit to arrive on the scene reported a single vehicle accident with entrapment. The patient, a male who was estimated to be in his late 40s or early 50s, suffered fatal injuries as a result of the incident and was pronounced dead at the scene. Fire department units returned to the scene of the incident to assist with the extrication of the victim after Maryland State Police completed their investigation into the incident. In a second incident, the driver of a car was killed and the driver of a truck was seriously injured when they collided in the Deal area of the county. The incident occurred around 6:30 a.m. on Friday, October 7th, when Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to a reported motor vehicle collision in the area of Route 258 and Nutwell-Sudley Road. The first unit to arrive on the scene of this incident reported a two-vehicle head-on collision with entrapment. The first patient, a 56-year-old male, suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries. He was transported priority 2 to the Prince George's Trauma Center in Cheverly, Maryland, via Maryland State Police helicopter. The second patient, a male estimated to be in his late teens or early 20s, suffered fatal injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene. Karla?
Thanks, Chief. Law enforcement officials advised that the roadways in both of these incidents were closed during the accident investigation. We also have a very sad accident in Pasadena this week when a car driven by 17-year-old Kayla Marie Austin, a cheerleader at Chesapeake High School, crashed into an abandoned house on Mountain Road. Kayla was killed in the accident, which investigators believe was a result of high speed and the wet roadways. A candlelight vigil was held for Kayla with more than 2,000 people have joined a Facebook tribute page to her. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her, her family, friends, and classmates.
In this week's Recreation and Park Spotlight, Carolyn Ryan is at Quiet Waters Park to show us all about art in the park. Carolyn.
Well, I did a little research, and according to Wikipedia, the definition of an art exhibit is a space in which art objects meet an audience. And what better place to do that than here at Quiet Waters Park? I'm here with Ranger Dave DeVault in the Quiet Waters Park Visitor Center in the Art Gallery. Tell us a little bit about the Art Gallery here.
Well, the galleries at Quiet Waters Park have been around since about the time the parks opened up in 1990. And the art committee works on getting a lot of these groups in here, best local talent and everything. And we've got a couple galleries that we fill. We've got the one that you see right here, which is the Willow Gallery, and then next door we've got the Garden Gallery. And right now, during the year, we have 6-week time periods for different exhibits. And right now we've got the Annapolis Senior Center is in this particular gallery, and next door at the Garden Gallery we've got the Keys School, and that'll be going on until about probably the middle of November until the next exhibit comes in.
Okay, and like you said, they're up for about 6 weeks, and then you have a new exhibit coming. What else can we look forward to? Well,
I believe it's on the 17th of November. We've got a new one coming in called The Form and Fabric of Our Lives, and that's a multimedia exhibit. And that one's going to be a little different because we've got a lot of things that you can actually buy then and there and take home with you. And so that'll be good for Christmas gifts and things like that. And all the money, or 25% of that money, goes towards the Friends of Quiet Waters Park as well.
Okay, now you mentioned that you can purchase the artwork. Typically, can you purchase the artwork that is shown here?
You can, but at the same time, you usually have to wait until the end of the exhibit to actually pick it up and take it with you.
Okay. And how can folks get more information about the art gallery and what exhibits are going on?
That's actually all online. The Friends of Quiet Waters Park has all that information. And if you type that into your browser, Friends of Quiet Waters Park, that should be the first thing that comes up.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And speaking of other upcoming events, we have one of our other favorite activities here at Quiet Waters Park is our annual Halloween Barkin' Bash. And we've got some more information about the Barkin' Bash.
Yes. This is our 9th annual Halloween Barkin' Bash that we do every year here at Quiet Waters Park. This year will be October 29th from 11 to 3.
Okay, and what goes on at the Barkin' Bash?
Well, Barkin' Bash is a really fun event for all of our park patrons. They come dressed up with their dogs. We'll have costume contests, activities, games, as well as several vendors that they can go to, like boarding facilities, vets, dog toys and games, and places like SPCA and other humane societies.
Great. Now, to get more information on the Barkin' Bash, they can call the office here, and that number is
410-222-1777.
Great. Or visit our website, www.aacounty.org/recparks. And don't forget, dress up like your dog, put them in a costume, and bring them on out to Quiet Waters Park. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Carolyn. Well, as most of you know, I'm not much of an artist myself, but I do color in the lines with crayons, or so my 4-year-old tells me. So I've got that going for me, I guess.
And where in the world is Mark Chang this week? His spotlight shines on the Valley of the Sun, Sun Valley, for a look at their upcoming fall activities. Mark?
Thanks. I'm out here on this dreary, rainy day over in the east side of Glen Burnie, over the 21060 area in the community of Sun Valley. And with me today, I have pretty much all of Sun Valley out here. Say hi, everyone. Hi. All right, great. Well, listen, first of all, I want to start off with Ron Wayne, who is the Vice President of the Community Association. Ron, could you tell the folks out there in TV land about your community?
Yeah, it's approximately 446 homes, and mostly ranchers, and we have a few Cape Cods and a couple split foyers. We're in the northern part of the county, and we're close access to a lot of the major stores and schools and et cetera. So we have a little bit of everything here. We got walk to within the community as elementary school. We got a walk to junior high school. So it's pretty convenient for a lot of things at Sun Valley. It's great. This is a great area to live.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure for our office to work with you. I know we have a very close relationship with all of you, and this is a very community-oriented area. If folks out there who are not part of Sun Valley, how can they get involved?
Move in. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we do have houses that are available for immediate move-in, right. And yes, come on down.
What's the telephone number to reach us, Sun Valley?
410-768-1616.
Okay, great. And do you have an email address, website?
Yes, Suvira, SUVIRA.com, .com.
Okay, great. All right, and we have Bill. Bill, past president. How you doing, Bill?
Good. How are you?
Good. And you all have a lot of signs here. Which one's yours say here? Looks like Merry Christmas to you and all yours. Okay, great. And Bill, I know, as we said, you're community oriented. You have a lot of events coming up for the end of the year. What's all going on?
Coming up, we have a Sun Valley food drive, which is going to benefit the local food bank. That's going to be on Saturday, November the 12th. We also have food for the troops, goodies for the troops coming up. Ron is going to be taking lead on chili for the Marley Fire Department and the Orchard Beach Fire Department, as the community thanks them for all they do. We do want to mention that we have a community association meeting that meets on the second Monday of every month, as over here, 7 o'clock at Freetown Elementary School. You don't have to be a member to come to the meeting.
Okay.
We have a membership drive, which is running currently. It's only $10 per household for everybody to join.
Mr. and
Mrs. Claus is coming to town. They're coming in from Denton, Maryland, and they're going to be visiting all the kids throughout the community. Anything else, guys?
We're doing a chili cook-off.
And good to see you, chili cook-off. You got my interest. What's that all about?
Well, we're going to be doing Marley Fire Department this weekend, and possibly next weekend we will do Orchard Beach. So we're doing the chili for them, and we'll deliver that. We've already delivered donuts for North County Police Department as a courtesy gift from all of us to them. So that's what we're trying to do to help the people that have helped us.
Great, Ann. Thanks very much. And you're the secretary of the organization. We appreciate all that you do. Well, thank you. And so, okay, the treasurer over there. Okay, we have the whole gang here. So from all of us over at Sun Valley, you heard that this is a great community. If you live in the Sun Valley area, please consider coming and join the group. And
Can we give the email address?
Yeah, absolutely. Email address. Go ahead.
It's Suvira, SUVIRA @cablespeed.com.
Okay, great.
And we're also working with the Boy Scouts right now. They're numbering at the mailboxes the house numbers, so they're conveniently located. So the police, fire departments, and your FedEx and your UPS and your various delivery people can find the houses relatively easy.
Okay, great. Well, we got some rain coming here, so we're going to go ahead and sign off here. But the Office of Community Constituent Services has had the pleasure to be able to work with you all and partner with you all on everything from fixing the street lights out here to the potholes to everything else. And, we really appreciate all the work you all do out in the community in Sun Valley. So, okay, great. Okay, well, thank you very much. What's that, ma'am?
Some of the young people to come to the meeting.
Okay, all right, yeah, definitely young blood's very important. So, well, this is a great community. You heard it, so check them out if you can. Back to you in the studio.
Bye.
Thanks, Mark. There's so much going on right now as temperatures start to drop and the Halloween decorations come out.
Oh, Halloween.
Yeah, coming up in only a couple of weeks.
You ready?
Getting ready. Putting out the decorations this weekend. I picked up pumpkins on Monday.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And mums and straw and...
No, not that far.
Come on.
Yeah.
You
What
gotta
about
do it
you?
all.
You have
We're
your
set.
decorations ready?
We're set.
Yeah.
Family's taking care of everything. The house looks like Halloween. Halloween is ready to come in. That begs an important question.
Yes.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Not too many years ago, you used to go out trick-or-treating. And what was your favorite?
Just a couple years
not
ago.
Not too many years ago. What was your favorite Halloween costume?
Oh man, I had so many.
Harry Potter.
Good no.
Harry Potter wasn't
I
around
don't
when you
think
were a kid.
I don't think I went trick or treating during Harry Potter time. Not
But
to
I've heard
age
some
myself
kids
or
wanting to
anything.
be Harry Potter
Yeah.
characters. You would like that.
I think I could be. I could be one of the Weasleys with the, because I have red hair.
Uh-huh.
You have no idea what I'm
I have
talking
no idea
about.
what you're talking about. I know they play Quidditch.
They do play Quidditch. I was a cowgirl one year.
Yeah?
I really, really wanted to be a cowgirl all year, and I had my little fake pistols and yeah.
Good for
I
you.
think
And
that
you
might
had a
have
hat?
been. I did.
Do we have
Yeah.
any pictures of this?
Somewhere we do.
All right, let's see the photos.
You might have to contact my mom. What about you? Any favorite Halloween costumes?
Oh, I used to like dressing up as an army man. G.I.
Yeah.
Joe. I remember I still have the pictures of parading around Angels. And for those of you that live in the Pasadena area, you know about Angels, the old Angels I'm talking about, before they remodeled and became the big grocery store that they are today. They were a small little hometown grocer at the end of Mountain Road in Pasadena, and they had a Halloween parade. And I can remember being 6 or 7 years old, dressed up in my G.I. Joe outfit, parading around. And it's always a
Erik,
good
Robey,
thing.
great American hero.
G.I. Joe there. So it was good. It was good. And
Yeah.
a big weekend this weekend on tap. A lot of great things going on around the county. But some big football that I know you're just
Very
dying
big
to talk
football.
about.
Yeah, Michigan State game is this weekend, so it's always a big one.
It is a big one.
Yeah.
Not for folks here in Maryland.
No.
It's not Army-Navy folks, but it's
No.
Michigan
Yeah,
State.
it's big for us.
It is big. And are you heading out to the game this weekend?
I'm not going to the game this weekend. I'm going back for homecoming for our next game for Halloween weekend. But, be watching with my friends. We're 6-0 right now, so.
That's right. Detroit teams are winning.
know.
If you like Detroit and Michigan teams, man, something has turned around in
I know.
Motor City.
Yeah.
So they're doing well.
Hopefully we didn't jinx it.
Hopefully we did. Well, folks, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archive episodes are always available at blip.tv and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free video podcast at iTunes. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around your county. We'll see you next time.